What's up, all my fine girls? No pimple is Whit here again with another video. So today I am back with a makeup tutorial slash first impression slash review on the newest palette that Juvias Place just dropped, and that is the Afrogalatic palette. So shout out to Jamie because she tagged me when this released, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm buying it. Okay. As you guys know, I collect Juvias Place eyeshadow palettes, and I basically review all of them, you know, if I want to. And so when I saw this palette, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. I would say this is probably one of the best artworks that they have put out. Like, and they have some really good ones, and that's what they're known for. But I really like this. So let me go ahead and show you guys the inside of this palette. So this is it. She is beautiful. And you know, on the picture, like the promo picture, it looked like it was gonna be more matte heavy. I was like, I feel like they should have more shimmers in here for this to be, you know, like more space themed. And the picture is definitely deceiving because it is definitely a lot of shimmers in here, actually a lot of them. So definitely want to play around with those. So let me go ahead and prime my eyes so we can get into this look. So I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution, their eyeshadow base in the shade medium, to go ahead and prime my eyes. And I'll be back so we can go ahead and get into this look today. All right, so my eyes have been primed. And so I was looking at this palette and I kind of want to do something like a smoky eye with some shimmer. So what I have in mind, because I really want to play around with, was it this shade right here? And this one right here, I believe this is a duochrome because it's looking more teal green. But let me see if I shift it a certain way, if you guys can see, because it also reflects purple. And yeah, it's not doing it, but it is like one of those duochrome shades. So I want to use that shade on the lid, but to start off with, I want to go into the shade called Multiverse right here. I'm going to place this on my crease. So as you guys know, like, I like to collect Juvias Place eyeshadows, right? And I will say other brands that I collect, like all their palettes, would be the Norvina Pro palettes, like the big ones, and then the Pat McGrath palettes. It's looking like Norvina might be done because normally she releases a new palette usually like around June, and it's October, nothing. So I guess, I don't know if she's done with that. And then as far as Pat McGrath, so when I saw the picture of the most recent, I think she's on, is it number 11 now? I'm not gonna lie, I was very disappointed and underwhelmed, to the point where I was just like, you know what, I'll just get it on sale. And you guys, the Sephora VIB sale is coming up. They announced it. It starts October 27th for VIB Rouge members. And then if you're VIB, it starts like you guys know how they always stagger it out. And so I was contemplating, do I want to get it or not? But honestly, I will say, I feel like because I have just really decreased the amount of makeup that I am buying, I don't know, it just feels like, what's the point? Like, I don't even care to collect that anymore. But now I will say this, if Pat McGrath comes out with a better palette next year, right, that I like, I have this, I don't know, I don't know what the disorder is called, but like, I definitely have I like to collect things. Like, I obsess over like a particular theme, and I just want all of that for a time period, and then like I'll move on to something else. So like, as you guys know, I was into eyeshadow palettes and like just buying, and then like now I don't care anymore, and now I'm into perfume and just, you know. And so I feel like if she puts something out and I like it, I don't want to say OCD because that's a real, you know, disease that people struggle with, but I'm going to want to have all of it. Like, I'm going to want to go back and get the other one that I didn't get the year before. So right now, I don't have any intentions on buying that. But if Pat McGrath redeems herself next year, I feel like I might end up getting it. And so I'm hoping it's something good. But so far, this color is really pretty. This is really pretty. And so I want to take this shade, and I also want to just go up a little bit higher because there is another color that I want to put on top of this, but I still want this color to be like slightly seen. Okay, so what I had initially planned was I wanted to take this shade, but now that I'm thinking about what I want to do for my look, I feel like this might throw it off. So I think I'm going to take this shade, put that in my crease, and then see how that layers on. Like, yeah, I'm going to take the shade next, and this is called Supernatural. And I'm going to change brushes. I'm going to take this brush that's a little bit thinner, or a little bit thinner, smaller. And I'm going to go into that shade, Supernatural. Let's see how this applies on. Well, I just realized something. That shade right on top of Supernatural, these two would definitely pair well together if you want to do like a smoky eye. But I really want to play around with that duochrome. So let's see how that all looks. Comment down below if you guys picked this palette up and what are your thoughts on it. So I feel like this color has potential to get even darker if I was like patting it on, but because I'm blending it out, it's a little bit more sheer, but I like the fact that I feel like I could build this coverage up. I am gonna go back into that multiverse shade, that first color I put down, and I'm just gonna put a little bit back on top here. All right, and so now I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is a Morphe M209, and what is this shade called? It's called Wakanda. I feel like they have another shade like that, don't they? In their lineup, I swear I feel like they do. So this is the shade. Let me see if I swivel it. Are you guys able to see that? There it goes. It's so pretty. Let's see. And then what does it look like in person? Yeah, it's definitely like a blue turquoise. I mean, a purple turquoise type shade, like blue, purple, turquoise. So maybe this is more of a multi-chrome. So let me see how this looks. I hope this comes out well. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. That looks so much pretty on camera because you guys are seeing the turquoise color. In person, I'm seeing more of a blue shade. So I like the way it looks on my monitor. Okay. And so now what I actually want to do is I kind of want to build up that dark green shade a little bit more, that supernatural shade. So I'm going to take this brush right here. This is a Morphe M507. And I'm going to go back into that supernatural shade. And this time around, I'm going to go ahead and pat this down on the outer parts of my eye. I'm just going to take that blending brush and just kind of like blend this out. Okay. And so I left some room here because I feel like I want to put an inner corner highlight shade. Let me see what is grasping my attention. I'm torn between the shade Alien and then this shade right here called Spirit. Let me swatch them both. Let's see. So this is Alien, which is like a purpley silver. And I feel like that might look really pretty with this. And then let's see how Spirit looks, which is more of like a lighter champagne color. Oh. Well, it looks like a light champagne in the pan, but it definitely looks more, it's more of a duochrome because it reflects green. So I feel like based off my eye look, I guess this shade will go a little bit better. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to take the shade Spirit. Let's use this one. This is a Sephora Pro 15. And I'm going to go ahead and go into this shade. And I'm just going to pop this in my inner corner. And there we go. There we go. I just wanted to do like a simple look today, you know, like, because normally you guys, I'd like to go all out with these, with my Juvia's Place palette reviews. Like I'm cutting a crease and putting different colors on the lid and crease and all that stuff. But honestly, I just wanted something just beautiful and like smoky. I mean, not saying my other looks are pretty, but you know, just something simple and smoky. And I feel like that's what this palette just kind of screams off. Like a lot of the tones and shades in here are set up to really work for like a nice, like shimmery, smoky eye type of look. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera. I'm gonna do the rest of my face and I'll be back to give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. All right, you guys, so this is the completed look. And I feel like this look just came out really beautiful. I love it. It's just very simple, but yet at the same time bold out there. It was very easy to create, and I feel like it's very easy for anybody who wants to recreate this. So let's talk about this palette. So this palette has how many shades here? We have 4 times 5. So it comes with 20 shades in this palette. Sorry, I was like, wait, I'm right. It comes with 20 shades in this palette, and this palette retails for $36. If you guys were looking for a discount code, there are some out there. Just do a little Google search and you'll find like 10% off coupon codes to save some money off of this palette. So what are my thoughts on this? As you guys know, I love Juvia's Place. I've been wearing the eyeshadows for years. So of course, when I got this, of course I'm gonna love it. I feel like the quality is amazing. I like the color story for the most part. I feel like for the most part they really kind of stuck to the theme of it being like a, you know, space galactic type of thing, and I love that they incorporated a lot of shimmers. It does not look like it in the promo pictures and even just looking at the palette, but when you actually have it in person, they have a good amount of shimmers to match for this type of palette. So I think it's beautiful. I personally really like it. I would definitely recommend it, and I would say this is probably my favorite artwork that they have created, and they have some really good ones, you guys. So yes, comment down below if you plan on picking this palette up or if you did pick it up, and what are your thoughts on it. And until next time, I will talk to you beauties later. Bye.